Hello everyone and welcome back to another VOD review. We are going to be looking at the East. We're going to be having a look at, sorry, that was hard words, the Seoul Dynasty taking on the Shanghai Dragons. This is the grand final, the one that was somewhat close. The Shanghai Dragons were just one of the most dominant teams in the East in this meta. We weren't 100% sure how good this team was going to be. They have been struggling throughout this season in comparison to where they usually are last season. But who are you on the Genji? Lip on the hit scan. Void picking up the Junker Queen well. They're just on a different level. Seoul Dynasty had a pretty good run. Moving Prophet over to the Brig was an interesting one, and it worked out pretty well. Stalker, as a rookie, did really well on that Genji. And Fitz is Fitz. Smurf is one of the best tanks. So this was a juggernaut matchup. To get to this finals, Seoul and Shanghai had previously played. I believe Shanghai won the first series 3-0 in the upper bracket, but at least the grand finals was somewhat closer. So we're just gonna get into this one, have a good watch. Obviously, we are unlikely to see this Jotes meta again. It has come out from Aaron Keller saying that they will be patching Junker Queen for the Overwatch League. We don't know what those patch notes are yet. There has been leaked patch notes, but we have no understanding of if that's true or not, or if that's actually going to be the true patch notes. So we're not going to speak to that just yet. I think we should go under the assumption that Junker Queen is going to be nerfed quite heavily. So hopefully we do not see the exact same thing again. Stalker is one. Yeah, Stalker is a rookie. 100%. So we can just get into this one. We can see from the high ground, both teams played a lot of Sojourn. I actually don't know how much Ashe was played in this one, but Smurf is going to go down first. Just a good run over from the Shanghai Dragons. So we want to keep an eye on the middle fights, right? Like not just the ultimate usage. The thing that Avas and Johnny were speaking so highly about the Shanghai Dragons on Plat Chat was about their ability to push and pull the map and give themselves advantage and isolate players. I don't know why Vindam went in so late there. That was a little surprising. Well, never mind. Stalker goes even later. Is he gonna live? No way. Oh! All right. Stalker gets out. Let's have a look at some Who Are You Genji to start us off. Who Are You, I think, had some of the best Genji performances. Probably, arguably, the best Genji in the league. Coming off the bench as the Genji pinch hitter, and he's been playing really well on this stage. So. Classic 2017 Genji to 2022. It's actually crazy how good Who Are You has been at Genji for how long. You know, as I said, he was dominating on Genji back when I was a player before the league in 2017 when I went to Apex. Holy aggressive. There from Fitz. He ends up taking out Void. That was good play by Seoul. Oh, he's won. He's won. Unable to get him. Who I use amazing in the neutral, yeah. Been mastering Genji for years for this. Dude, he just sat on the bench last year, collected that ring. And now here he is, back from the dead. Alright. Whoops. You could say Who Are You was an Apex legend. No, Kaoki bad. So how are they going to use their ultimates? Because I'm curious to see how APAC comes to it. So we got Prophet using the rally early. Seems like they want to prioritize that. Izzyaki matches that. Stalker pulls the blade. They both try and answer. Interesting that the Shanghai Dragons use the beat for this fight. Let's go back and look at why. So Lee Jae-gon drops this beat just as a guarantee that they're going to win this fight. Maybe recognizing that they're going to get Prophet. He understands if they get Prophet, they're going to win. Stalker did pull the blade. Well, I guess actually, let's look on the other side. Why did Vindame drop the beat? It looks like to save Prophet. Because the blade was pulled for Stalker on this one, but Who Are You didn't pull the blade here? I think he sees Prophet getting a little low, tries to save him and misses. It's going to be a pretty big loss for them right now if they lose this fight. He's both support all two. You's got the blade. Yeah, this is going to be a hard fight for Seoul to come back for. Fortunately, they had the point, so it was still ticking up for them, and Shanghai's only at 50, but this is going to be hard for them to come back. It's really going to be on how they deal with this blade versus, and can they get value from the Rampage. Greasy Cleric, thank you for the 15 months. Whoa, it didn't crash? I believe it only crashes if you're in like third person. Actually, I don't know why I didn't crash. I was in first person there, so... Oh, no, sorry, it only crashes if you're in first person, but yeah. They do like overlapping their supports. I don't mind overlapping your supports, like if you rally first and then they pull blade, because the rally is generally not good enough to deal with a good blade, and they just focus the brig. So yeah, here we go. How do they deal with this? Oh, kind of bad dash. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna be a problem. Who Are You is just clean with it. Stalker throws the Smurf throws thing. Yeah, that's sort of one of the big things about this this meta that won't be missed, in my opinion, is it feels like a lot of individual, like, mechanical outplay. Like, it's there, but when you have everyone so mechanically gifted, it feels like that one ult mess up by Vindame tries to drop the beat, but Prophet dies just before the beat lands, so therefore they lose that fight and lose the beat. It was so hard to come back from that, right? If you're playing at the highest level at a good team, they will always get value from that blade. It felt very hard to, like, counter that kind of play style, so you gotta be very careful if you're gonna go for a beat like that. Let's get some Smurf Junker Queen looks. Oh, Prophet just gets isolated. So that was a really smart recognition from the Shanghai Dragons, recognizing that a lot of the Seoul team took the high ground. They just see Prophet alone. The only person who can protect him is Smurf, and just run him down. All right, first cap to Shanghai. All right, 12%, no ultimates. That's the problem with getting first pick there as well. This is no ultimate fight. This is very hard for Seoul to get an advantage. They really need to hope they get something going. Oh my god, almost one taps. Stalker should die for that, theoretically. Gets away from it, but they weren't able to execute Izayaki. Dude, Smurf has done nothing so far in this round. Like, he's only got 23% ult charge. Just unable to really step up. Look at Prophet isolated on the right again. Where's Prophet going? Yeah, this is so good for Shanghai right now. Oh, Prophet gets killed again first. Maybe getting a little aggressive. Stalker, though. Vindame's going to drop the beat. Soul's going to answer. I actually really like that beat from Lee Jae-gun. It does have an answer, so I don't think it's going to be as good. Because I actually like that beat because it can potentially give the advantage. Like, if Vindame doesn't have that, you could potentially just roll over, and that's a one fight there, even though you're in a 3v4. But smart by Vindame to also match it. But we're going to get some free blades coming up here against Rally. I guess the high ground brig. He's just, like, jumping on the jump pad. I was like, what are you doing over there? Smurf Loki mid on the Junker Queen. He hasn't been as standout as he is on some of those other heroes. I think he's good at it, and I don't think it's a problem. But, yeah, I don't think he's one of the best that we have in the league, from what I've seen so far. You know, it is a very mechanical, heavy hero. We haven't seen Smurf on too many of those. So, that's why you've seen a lot of DPS players moving over to it. Aya paused the VOD review. Aya, don't pause the VOD review. We're watching that. Fitz. Gets one with the overclock. Overclock's a weird ultimate. Oh my god. Okay. Overclock's a weird ultimate as well because you can't really counter the overclock. It either gets value or it doesn't. I've seen some teams like to sound barrier to confirm they don't die to it, but like, it's not necessary. I assume beats aren't used as defensively that much. No, it's actually used very defensively, like for either for a rampage or a beat. Like, you kind of need it for some of those ults because, sorry, rampage or a blade. Because otherwise it can just, those ultimates can just be devastating, right? Let's get Stalker Pop. Izayaki has the rally and they don't have the beat against it. It's going to be hard for them to walk into it. Let's use the, oh yeah. So they rally, yeah, this is one of those, like, that was actually really well played. They forced the fight by using the overclock on Lip. That forces Stalker to go into the rally with the blade, and he just, there's too much damage. He has to go for the Sojourn, otherwise the Sojourn's gonna kill him. But the Sojourn's getting rally, getting packed. So that was really well played by the Dragons. Like, their ability to understand what their win conditions were. Stalker goes Widow. It's actually kind of interesting seeing these DPS players switch in spawn or like start on a unique hero for the first fight because they can keep that passive ult charge. I feel like Overclock is an ultimate to just LOS and hope for the best. Yeah, you can't really do anything else against it, right? Like, all you can really do against it is just hope that they don't hit heads. Yeah, obviously you can disengage. Pretty good rampage from Void. Oh. It didn't feel like everyone was ready for that on the Shanghai Dragons, right? Like, let's have a look at this. I guess they were, but yeah, I think Izayaki is kind of getting disconnected from these guys. How do they die so fast? Honestly, just a great disengage from the Seoul Dynasty and a punish. That's not good for the Dragons. I think the strategy was right? Like, but it just did not work. That's the only ultimate they had, so it was probably the best look they're gonna get. Just no real close up. I think maybe just good. Like, it felt like Void went from 100 to 0 real quick with that one. Maybe just some really good shots from the Seoul Dynasty, because he died quick. Boys back on the Doomfist. This never works unless you're the Dallas Fuel, apparently. Beat Rampage weren't great, but if they can get the Genji for it, it's fine. Yeah. How do you feel about Prophet on Brig? It's been good. I don't think it's been remarkable. I don't think it's been the best Brig we've ever seen. You know, we've already seen him get picked off first a couple of times in this match, but I don't think you could. It's definitely not an issue. And it makes sense if you can get Stalker onto the Genji. Harbin does what he wants. Yeah, Harbin controls the world. We just live in it. All right, what do we got? Let's get some lip pov. Do you think Iris is an upgrade or a downgrade from creative going forward? It's hard to really know. Like, they both like have good moments. I would say Iris is an upgrade. I would think Iris is a better mechanical player. But from the looks of the trade, the 1-for-1, I feel like mechanical skill wasn't the primary deciding factor of why these players were traded, right? Like, I don't think either one of them is big enough of a trade that and especially if you're trading 1-for-1 role, I feel like it's more of a better for the team type of thing. Probably salary, maybe salary. Like, it's hard to really know. Like, we haven't had any context, and we haven't seen either of these players play either. So it's like, I don't know, hard to speak to. Okay, let's just sort of poke it and prod him, but hasn't really gotten anything going. Wasn't Prophet the better Genji in the start of the meta? Well, I think he played, but I think they were always going to play Prophet Fitz at the start. But Stalker came in from time to time. Looked good. APAC's pacing seems so slow compared to the West. I think APAC just plays it smarter, plays the neutral way smarter. Well, I think the West is more zug run at you and hope it goes well. You know what I mean? And the only team that really plays that pacing very, very well is the Dallas Fuel. Prophet is the better Genji, but I don't know if Prophet is a better Genji than Stalker. Like, I think that's hard to say. I think it's an easy thing to say, but I don't know if it's true. Dallas Zugzuggy, but they do it together. But they also know how to disengage and re-engage and when to commit ultimates at the right times, right? I feel like a lot of the Western teams, they just drop ultimates in like flowchart Overwatch, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Well, I think the East is a lot more calculated, and Dallas Fuel as well, right? Like, we talk about how Dallas clutches a lot, and that's not individual brilliance. It's more understanding when they can commit the ultimates and when they can win potential fights with the ultimates, right? That's why Dallas wins more 4v5s, it feels like, or fights with disadvantageous fights than any other team in the West. Custa, would you consider coaching in Overwatch League, or do you enjoy your current position? I really enjoy my current position. I think it's cool to be able to sort of inform the audience rather than just try and talk to players. My big problem with coaching as well would be, if I was going to coaching, if I really wanted to go into coaching, I'd want to fully commit to it, which would mean like moving and doing a lot of traveling, and I just don't want to move. I like my life in LA and stuff like that, so being a coach is like a big time commitment, and it is control your life and stuff like that, and I don't think I'm really at that point in my life.
Nothing a quick repair won't fix.
Seoul Dynasty are just faster than the Shanghai Dragons, right? It feels like Lip feels like he's got no value, right? Like we're watching a lot of this through Lip Pop right now, and it doesn't feel like he's getting much value. It feels like Shanghai is just moving around him and finding Shanghai players. Sorry, Seoul is finding Shanghai players to isolate. The whole Prophet versus Stalker combo for this match just feels like the proper kilo resource stuff in NA, but I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like, and that's it. Like, we can speculate, but you can't really go too deep into it. Like, I don't think you can speak to either of those things being definitive about it, right? Like, anyone who's trying to sell that they're putting too many resources into Prophet definitively without watching every single one of their VODs and like hard breaking it down is just making stuff up, right? I think there's legitimacy to that assumption of like maybe they're just putting too much into Prophet. Oh, that is a good rampage. They had the rally to counter it. Good beat by Lee Jae-gon. Stalker pulls the blade into it, but he's purpled. Oh, that was pretty good fight for Seoul to win. It did not look good for them. Izayaki dies at 99% of that rally. If Izayaki gets that rally, this is a different fight. Wow, well played by Seoul. Great play by Seoul. Like that was really clean. The way that they played their ults, the way they isolated players from Shanghai, just playing the neutral quite well, and then getting value from their ultimates. 1-0 to Seoul Dynasty. Yo, BP! Thank you for the 8 months. Wow. Appreciate you. Occasionally, Prob would go too deep and chase kills and get 3 packs, and then Shock would Soul when Dallas re-engaged the only resource I saw during the match. Yeah, and like I think it's just like the argument of like, are they putting too many packs into Proper? They're enabling Proper to play so aggressive, but not giving enough defensive resources to Kilo or Kaluge. And I think that's an interesting thread to pull, but as I said, I can't speak definitively if that is a thing. It's an interesting discussion to have of like, are they not putting enough resources, and that's why Kaluge and Kilo are struggling so much. But maybe that's not even true, right? That's why I don't like running with that narrative too much. It's just a lot of assumptions and a lot of guesses. What do you think is a concept that you discuss when analyzing game that isn't spoken about enough? I would say hero cooldown usage, but the reason it's not spoken about enough is it's very hard to speak to those things with overhead views, and when you get such a narrow look. There's so much going on, it's very hard to follow those threads, but like Lucio amp timings is something that no one has talked about almost at all in this meta. And it's not just timings, but who's using it for speed and who's using it for healing. Are people using it more defensively or more offensively, and going back and forth? And also Junker Queen shouts. But as I said, like as someone on the desk, it's almost impossible to speak to those kind of things, and in game it can be very difficult. Some of the casters have done a good job of talking about, you know, like, oh, this team's used shout early, or they force shout early, so now they can go. But yeah, I think that's one of the most difficult things about Jote's metas and these types of metas is a lot of the important things is in the nitty gritty and things that are very hard to see and sort of quantify in comparison to what is easier to talk about, which is just the ultimates, right? Of like, are they getting value from their ultimates? You can quantify that. You can see it be pressed. You can see the value of it getting coming out compared to, you know, the intangibles. Why doesn't our show all match chat? They do show almost all match chat. They don't really censor match chat anymore. Lip gets a pick on a Fitz. How does that happen? But at the same time, so many individual pop-off moments. The reason I disagree with you is I think individual pop-off moments didn't happen that much in comparison to other metas. Yeah, you got some cool Genji Blade, some cool Sojourn moments, maybe some cool Junker Queen ones as well. But they happen so few and far between, and they're so ultimate dependent. And a lot of those situations, it's hard to predict those kind of moments. Fucking rolled. Alright, so Lip kind of going crazy right now. And this is one of the most choke heavy maps I think that exists in Overwatch 2, this first point. And that's why we see so many first holds. It's been a slow push here by Seoul. Absolute banger map. The first one was 6-5 Gibraltar, saying Shanghai's insane Dorado contest. I've heard that, yeah, I remember seeing that Dorado contest. It was crazy. Yeah, people said this, I haven't seen this Colosseo at all. I'm actually really excited. People said it was one of the best Colosseo maps we've had. So Seoul navigate around to the point. Shanghai kind of give it to them, but they kind of have superior. Oh, this was the unfortunate disconnect here from Lip. Like, this actually might have been, like, map defining. Because this is an important shot for Lip to take. And he sort of shoots into a wall. Comes back and he's already got Stalker on him. Like, Stalker could have been punished for that and potentially should have died earlier. What happened there? I believe Lip just disconnected. So he doesn't disconnect out of the game, but there's like a couple of seconds where he's running into the wall. Should have replayed it? Yeah, we should learn from champs. Let's just replay it. Bug! Dude, that was a whole shit show. I'm glad that didn't happen to us. That was a weird spot. Alright, so now Seoul can re-engage with the rally. Lee Jae-gon has the beat, but he doesn't want to use it too early. So they're going to beat Blade Engage from Shanghai, which is actually really interesting. I actually really like that strategy by Shanghai. Recognizing that you're probably going to need to put more resources into the Genji. Be like, fuck it, we'll just beat. We'll take the Blade to the face later on. So this is almost an unwinnable fight coming up for Shanghai now for this next one. Because they did use the beat. They got nothing. They got a Blade. They got a Overclock. They got a Rampage.
30 seconds remaining.
Walking into the wall was a tactical bait to get Stalker into hunting him down. Ah, smart, smart.
Hey, what's up?
This ends now.
I guess actually they don't have defensive ultimates, which might make it hard for them to get in and Void. I think Shanghai going early with this Overclock, I think is really smart. I think Seoul needs to take more space or just force their ultimates. Because they're just getting poked down. They're actually not even going to get a clean fight if they don't do anything. We get a trade of Overclocks. Oh, they're going to get Rampage like crazy. Oh, don't die, Lee Jae-gon. Oh, Lip gets Stalker. Oh, no. That was like the one player who couldn't die. They needed the Blade more than they needed the Rampage. Smurf is too low. Oh, that's such an important kill. Yeah, I think Seoul were a little too slow. Like, they had ult advantage. They kind of needed to just rip it. Because by playing the neutral a little too long, just allowed them to get damaged, get picked in situations like that. Ooh. Not looking so great. Alright, just full hold harder, Seoul.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Let's get a Fitz pop. Let's see what Fitz can do on the defense. The fuller hold. Give it to me. Wonder if Fitz could play more aggressive with his overclock. The problem is Lip was also overclocking in that situation. So it's not like he's going to be able to walk up for free. As I said, I think when he popped overclock and they matched the overclock, I think Stalker should just go on with the Genji. Just apply pressure. Smurf goes in. Instead, it just took him too long. Oh, who are you getting in his face? Oh, that's a good disruptor field. He's just got a Lucio on him. Dude, Vindname just hunted him down. Look at... Let's watch... Wait, no, that would have been Lee Jae-gon, right? You can't run from me, Fitz. Oh. Vindname says no. How long does it take Sojourn to lose charge? It's like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. You have to respect Lip's aim. Yeah, but at the same time, you can't respect it too much, right? Like, that's what it felt like. It felt like they respected Lip's aim too much with the overclock, that they decided to just take no space when they needed to close that distance to get onto the point. Like, you gotta respect your opposition, but at some point, you gotta disrespect them and go for your own plays. Lip gets Fitz again, dude. Lip is just opening these fights up. Fitz even hit the shot, just didn't hit the headshot. Oh, wow, that was close as well. I think it's time to go in the room. Yeah, I think you go. This could be a throw. This might have been a throw. Lee Jae gone commit. Lee Jae, Shanghai loves to tempo beat, but I actually like the timing in which they are tempo beating. Right, like that's a great tempo beat of understanding if you beat and you win that fight, you can close the whole thing. Some Lucios would be unwilling to drop the beat there under the idea of like, I need to save it for Blade, I need to save it for Rampage. But Lee Jae has great confidence. Every single one of his tempo beats have been on point. How do you get MVP and not Rookie of the Year? It seems like the way it's going to go is that MVP will get Rookie of the Year. So if Proper wins MVP, he'll win Rookie of the Year as well. Okay. What are we looking at here? Who do we want to watch a little bit? Let's get some... You know what? Let's get some Prophet Brigpop. Let's see what he's looking at from the back.
Stop the payload.
Has any tank ever won regular season MVP? No. Right? Who was it? It was Jonak, and then it was Sinatra, and then it was... Who am I? Fleta, and then it was... Leave. Sinatra gets on Xayah. That doesn't really count though. He's a DPS player. Like you could say technically a tank, but he's not. He wasn't a tank player, and Xayah was not a tank in the goats meta as per se. You know what I mean? Xayah was the DPS of goats. Oh wow, Lee Jae Gun getting a little too spicy there. Gets punished for it. Honestly, Jonak was also a DPS. Yeah, but he was the only one who played it like a DPS. Most people played it like support. Nice one, Prophet. Prophet wanted to be here down here anyway, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, Lip gets Fitz. Dude, how many times is Lip gonna kill Fitz off the rip? Interestingly, oh wow, that was a great dagger by Void. Pulls him back in. Honestly, Lip has just been getting so many opening frags under Fitz. It's been a big determining factor so far. Fitz gets Lee Jae gone. The bob was good by Fitz. Oh, sorry, by Lip I mean. Dude, Fitz is going crazy right now. This was an expensive fight by Seoul in the end though. The rally and the blade. That should give a lot of freedom for Shanghai to use their like blade with their like beat. Like if anything, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lee Jae Gon do another tempo beat here. Get them into the fight with the Who Are You blade. Wait, whoa. Vindame had to use beat here as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? I thought we were chilling. I thought we were just finishing this fight up. What do we got? We got Brig, Lucio, Genji here from Seoul versus Genji, Junker Queen, Lucio. Is anyone coming back soon? So the Junker Queen's back soon. Wait, did Who Are You just dash into the air and then get Vindame's beat out because of it? Oh no, he didn't dash into the air. What the f- Look at how high he went. That was a good beat by Vindame. They needed that to keep Prophet alive. Lee Jae Gon is going to tempo beat, like I said, with the blade. Yeah, that was really well played. Dude, I love Shanghai's ultimate usage. It's actually the best. I think it's the best ultimate usage we've seen from any team. Like, it makes sense every time. I think Soul's doing a pretty good job of matching it as well. I just don't think they're getting as much value. All right, let's see how what Void does with this rampage.
Payload. Everyone relax. Cover you. Come on back, Tracy.
Void melee, check it. Okay, they're pushing, they're pushing. This is a fine fight for Seoul right now, for Shanghai, as long as they keep getting it under the bridge. Oh, they're gonna try and isolate Stalker. Ooh, I don't like that Shadow Gauge. Prophet has died a lot first in this rally. Like, he is just going in as the front line, and Shanghai are just having none of it. Like, I don't really like, what was this push by Seoul? Like, what? Is this them seeing Stalker get in trouble? But, like, they have the high ground. They're chilling. They're going into a rally. They have no defense. Unless they're just trying to force a fight to force ultimates. But they just shout engage. Oh, they engage with the Bob. The Bob wasn't great. Yeah, I don't really like that. Wasn't very good by the Seoul Dynasty. Because that's a really bad fight. Like, it only costs rally for Shanghai to win that. You trade your Bob. Void should get a crazy rampage now.
Hey. Bombs ready.
Hanbin hits that knife. Just Dallas fans watching these guys. Not better than Dallas, though. Good Bob. Oh, I don't think I was in love with that, but it hit the important person. You just wanted Smurf? Yeah, but it was dangerous because he lost sight of him, so it was the right call, and he hit him, so. Alright, who are you? So now we got the Soul defensive ultimates coming back, so let's see what they can do with it. Look at Smurf's rampage there. Alright, let me go back for you. This better be good. Kind of felt like he just full sent it because he wanted to. Oh, he got pushed up by the Bob and he didn't hit anyone because it fell short. It looked good. But then the Bob sort of knocked him up, so I think he lost a lot of the movement with it. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it looked like he was about to get 3 or 4. It also looked more red because of the Bob. Also, Seoul are just gonna force the fight. Low ground? I don't know if I love this from Seoul. They've sort of given Lip the high ground. If Shanghai can take the cart with them, they'd be in a good spot, but maybe they can't. Alright, so Void's got the cart. Seoul can't let this go. Alright, they rally. Lee J gone tempo beat? Yeah. Lee J gone tempo beat into the blade. They got a lot of ultimates out of Seoul. Even if you lose this fight, if you're Shanghai, you're okay with this. Yeah, what was that? That's beat rally blade for beat blade. I think you take that if you're Shanghai. That early into the point. Early Bob. Bob on Bob action. Shanghai Dragons Bob is better. Alright, so now the big question is Yaki's rally, right? Like, that is the big thing that's going to get Shanghai. Seoul's going to be careful about losing this fight slowly. Or without using any ultimates. Alright, there's the rally. This should just mean the end of it for Seoul. Oh, wow. Good jobs keeping your Ashe alive. That's actually important that Lip doesn't die there. Alright, we got a no-ult fight right here. What is his top 5 Jungle Queen? Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's been really solid so far this stage. Oh, almost. Oh, we got the Inspire off of that Tracer. That's actually a big deal. Look at how slow Shanghai are playing this. They're not forcing it. They're just sort of like, we have superior positioning. You have to come to us because we have the cart. Oh, wow. That's a good whip. This is actually a note for you guys, by the way. I think this is going to be a consistent theme in Overwatch 2. If you're playing Brig, you want to use your bash to run away most of the time. Like, the bash is actually a survival tool, less so a damage tool.
Initiating match.
That was some great Brig play. Yeah, that was really nice. I actually want to get some more Izzyaki Brig play. Let's keep it going. Crazy how that changed. Yeah, and I think it's cool. I think it's a cool change for Brig. That was one of the big problems with Brig, is that you did stroke once they were on top of you, you couldn't really do much. So. Okay. Oh, okay. Where they're just full sending. Yo, what's up, Leonel? Oh, tiny Overwatch. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he lived through that, would have been crazy. And honestly, not awful by Shanghai. It wasn't great because they lost, but it wasn't awful. I think Who Are You runs, right? Yeah, there's no reason to fight that. Yeah, what's up, Dark Energy? Never catch you live. Hey, welcome to the live channel. So Lip's playing Sojin on defense as well, which is interesting. Let's get a look at this. Oh, Prophet gets got. That's a bad death because this should be a free fight win for Shanghai. Soul doesn't have any ultimates to get it. Oh, Izzyaki. Oh, Stalker's getting a lot of kills here. Who you has Blade? I wonder if he's gonna pull it fast. Under the assumption that maybe Vindane doesn't have ult. Ooh. Beat Blade? Yeah, it's gonna be a Beat Blade moment. They love a good Beat Blade. Oh, okay. I should have seen that coming. My bad.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Alright, here we go. This is the fight again. We'll do it from third person, just so we don't crash again. Bob goes out, Beat Blade from the Dragons. Beat from Vindame. Okay, Rally comes out after from Izzyaki. Might not have needed it, but I think it was the right call to do it anyway. Dude, Prophet's only 8%, 80% to his Rally.
Team kill.
Hopefully by October 4th it's fixed. Hopefully by this upcoming stage it's fixed. You know, we know a patch is coming in for Junker Queen. Hopefully they fix that bug as well. It'll definitely be fixed by October 4th. If they are, it's also the players don't crash. The only people who crash are spectators, right? So, which isn't as big of a deal. Alright, Stalker Blade into no defensive ultimates. You need to go big with these. Probably Rally Blade into this one. Alright, here we go. Big. Rally. Blade. Oh, Stalker's taking hits. Oh, yeah, it was good. It wasn't good, but it did the job. All right, nice by Soul. It's a replay viewer thing. Is not really going to matter if it's not fixed by October 4th. Oh, well, it's a spectator thing as well. That's why you see like OBS Zenyatta and like crashes happen in the middle of the hour broadcast. So it needs to be fixed, hopefully, for the hour broadcast. But as I say, in the replay viewer, it's very much not an important top of the list thing.
Get over here.
Ooh. So it goes back to the Ash. Get dunked on OBS Zenyatta. We got OBS Junkrat gang now. Do you think Microsoft will echo something about Overwatch 2 in the Tokyo Game Show? No. I don't think Microsoft will do anything until they've actually acquired. Oh, that looked like it could have been big. It wasn't great though. Vindame's dead though. Smurf's got a mirror. What did he get? Oh, that was much better, but Lee Jae-gon has the beat to match. No. Yeah, that was just how... I don't know if Vindame... Did Vindame not have the beat when it came out? Yeah, Vindame just didn't have the beat. Lee Jae-gon having that beat. That could have been really bad for the Dragons, but... Good timing. Lee Jae-gon has honestly been very good this series. He's definitely had a couple of matches where he's done a little bit of trolling and a little bit of feeding, but he's actually been pretty flawless, and his ultimates have been great. Yeah, like, I don't think Microsoft will say anything about Activision Blizzard or Overwatch 2 until the acquisition actually happens. No, we have not watched the Fuel Shock Grand Finals. I don't think we'll watch the Fuel Shock Grand Finals. It just wasn't very interesting. We'll probably watch a match from the West. I don't know which one yet, though. The West Grand Finals was very uninteresting, we'll put it that way. Oh, that is a good dynamite. All right, so what do we got? Bob comes out. Was not great. Yeah, that was really badly played. I think that was a little... Oh, Lee Jae-gon. Yeah, just walk away. Yeah. Well, you pulls the blade, forces the beat. Izyaki's gonna rally against the blade. Oh my god, that was really well played by Izyaki. Just runs. The rest of the team punish Stalker. Yeah, you can just tell, like, Shanghai are just playing it better. Like, they're just... Their ability to deal with ultimates and deal with the threats from Seoul is just better than what Seoul are able to do.
10 seconds.
Like, it really feels like Seoul is only really getting big value when they have an ultimate advantage. Like, other than that, they're losing in the neutral pretty hard. 2-1 for the Shanghai Dragons. Let's go over to Colosseo, the faded Colosseo. This was supposed to be a really good map. Alright, let's get some lip pop on this one. You got a second VOD today? No, this is the only one for today. We got a long week ahead of us. We'll be playing more Overwatch on stream and doing a VOD. Really fell asleep during the finals? Yeah, I got to like map 3 and I'm like, oh yeah, this is over. Yeah, so apparently this map is a banger, so I'm excited to see this one. Shanghai have the bot, which is kind of interesting. So Seoul has to play somewhat close. Oh. Okay, Seoul gets the first fight. Big plays. Let's get some profit, Brig. As a Shock fan, West Finals was absolute arse, though I can't deny the power of the Dallas Fool. You can't. I don't think, like, this stage, you know, like we've had previous stages where it's like, was this team the best in this stage, or did they just pop off in the final moments? You know, you can have your arguments of like, if they just popped up. undoubtedly, Shanghai and Dallas are the two best teams in this meta. It would have been really cool if we could see the two teams match up. All right, straight up, like we're like halfway through this series. You know, we've all seen most of it. Dallas versus Shanghai Dragons. Who do you guys think wins? Because they're obviously undoubtedly the two best teams in this meta. He's running out of packs. He needs to get some uptime. Oh, Void gets isolated. Dragons in 6. Yeah, I think it would be close, but I think Shanghai would win as well. I think I'd have my money on Shanghai. Let me be a Dallas hater for one last ride. But just from watching this and like what we've seen so past, I just think Shanghai just that little bit better in this. They look so clean. I don't know, Fuel Hive Mind, but Shanghai seems to have that as well right now. Woof. Soul going kind of crazy in this fight so far. Dallas win first match, then Shanghai just dive Edison over and over to a 4-1. Yeah, I don't know. I something just says Shanghai. Like I think Shanghai is the only team that could match the like coordination and hive mind nature of Dallas. While I think Lippin Who Are You is a better DPS line than Edison Sparkle, in my opinion. I think Hanbin's better than Void, but I don't think that's enough to make up for the discrepancy. I think the backlines are very similar. Stalker gets lip off the bat. Dude, Soul is going crazy right now. Shanghai's popping all their ult. Oh, well, what just happened? Shanghai just used everything and got rolled.
This ends now.
So they get Stalker off the rip on lip. Lee Jae-gon beats Who Are You Blades. Gets countered by the beat. That was a really good beat timing. Izyaki's going to use the rally to try and overcompensate. If anything, I think Izayaki should have accepted this fight was over. I think that was a mistake from Izayaki. Dude, it's so dumb that you can contest the bot from here. Like, this needs to be fixed. This is like a really dumb setup. If Shanghai wins this fight, it is 100% because this map is stupid. Yeah, like Shanghai, Seoul should absolutely have gotten that checkpoint. Who would win Seoul versus Dallas? Dallas. IMO. This bridge is the sole reason this map is bad. I think it's the bridge, and I think it's these pillars. I think these pillars are too defensive. Like, I think we see way too much of this bot just going back and forth from here. Because having to be the team that is pushing it gets stuck in the open compared to people being able to play around these pillars. Yo, Custa, as a Canadian, I was very impressed with your syrup chugging. Hell yeah, thank you. Rampage comes out from Void, pretty solid. Gets Fitz. The Soul were able to run down Izayaki, but I don't think that'll be enough. Shanghai should be able to close this out. Yeah, Sideshow chugged syrup. It might have been the same syrup from back in like the old World Cup. Lip Pov? Oh, yeah, I'll trust. I'm disappointed you didn't drink the big one. Dude, the big one looked like it would murder me. Bonk. Oh, I remember seeing this highlight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lip, pretty good at the game. Who would have thought? And now Shanghai's going to get the cap before Seoul. That's crazy. No throwing up on live stream. Johnny was very worried for my health. I will say, Johnny, as much as he was the one who made the bet, he was worried for me. But it went all right. Like, yeah, honestly, it wasn't bad at all. Shanghai would be mid without Lip. I don't agree with that. I think the rest of the Shanghai team is also very good. They wouldn't be as strong without Lip, for sure. But that's like saying, like how good would the Shock be without Proper, right? Or Dallas without Hanbin, right? You can't take out one of the most integral pieces of their team. Oh my god, who are you? Just got sent to the Nether Realm. Look at this. Who are you? Blunk. He even had the shot as well. He needed to hit that headshot. Izyaki's gonna rally again to try and turn this one around. Gets up the blade. Yeah, I think that might have been another miss rally. I think if you're the Shanghai Dragons, you can accept that loss. I think you can hope for, like, I think if you get a pick, then you pop that rally. But I think popping the rally, Seoul was just like, okay, we'll play it slower without extra damage. Alright, Fitz, what do you got? Give me your overclock. See, here's the problem. Like, how often do we end up in this spot of just like teams just hiding from each other on Colosseo? Oh, Lee J gone. It's pretty good damage. Didn't get a pick though. Good beat to respond to the rampage. Yeah, I think Shanghai's ultimate economy has gotten a little out of sorts here. It feels like Seoul has the advantage right now of like using the ults when they need them rather than, and that goes back to just dropping one ultimate, right? And that's how much it can snowball in this meta of like Izyaki's 2 rallies so far this map have just been like out of sync and just not in a good place. And it's led to like Seoul being able to get some pretty big advantages. Like now they can take this fight with rally, but once again, Shanghai is just standing on top of the bridge and therefore contesting because this map is stupid. For that regard, if they can fix this and the pillars, I think this map will be fine. Yeah, it's like you should not be able to contest from up there. All right, good beat by Lee Jae-gon. Oh, Stalker goes down. Oh my god, that was a little careful. Gotta be careful there, Spitz. Yeah, so Shanghai is only holding on because they can contest the point from the high ground. It's literally the only reason they're at a big advantage. Seems like a beta issue. Well, the big problem about this is like, this isn't, the problem with it's a beta issue is I don't think this will be fixed because it's hard to fix this from contesting on the high ground. What do? Do you make the bridge higher so it can't contest? Like you can't just change the map very easily. So I don't know if it's going to be fixed anytime soon. Lower the contesting box, but if you lower the contesting box, that has a push on effect to lots of other maps and future maps. Like you can't just make it smaller, right? Oh, Seoul are able to get that fight win. Just make the bot smaller, yeah. And so it's like you have to do a change to something. If you want to fix it on just Colosseo on that point, right? Can you not put an anti-contesting zone? Not really without, like, if you put an anti-contesting zone, it might break other things. All right, so 1 minute left. Solar pushing the bot, 88 minutes. Who are you gonna blade? Who are you is just straight up not having a good time on this map. I think they would have been better off rallying. Oh! Izyaki's rally comes out in a 4v5 again. Izyaki has not rallied at an advantageous position yet. It feels like he's on constant damage control with these rallies. What if you were halfway in the zone? That's it. Like, what if you're halfway in the zone? Anti-contest zone. Is it only anti-contest on top of the bridge? How do you do an anti-contest zone which doesn't contest it on the low ground, but you also can contest it on the high ground? Right? Like, it's not as simple as just make it so they can't contest when standing here. It's like that has run-on effects to different parts of the map. And putting in like an exception there creates more problems than it might solve, right? Shanghai has nothing to win this fight. Lip gets fits though. Oh, Stalker Blade was good. Seoul, Shanghai might get another contest here. It's not going to be great though. They got beat in contest actually. So they might win this. They should win this fight. Oh, Lee Jae-gon got knifed in. Oh my god, Smurf is so talented. Didn't another map have that problem that I fixed? I'm not sure. Oh my god, that was such a good knife by Smurf to kill. And now you just rampage and win the round. Oh, yeah. Wait, there's no way Shanghai wins this fight. There's no way! How? Team, where's the follow-up? What? Okay, well that's a problem. They don't have anybody else. Okay, if you're Seoul, you want to take as many fights as you can. You want to take a good fight here in the pillars to force out beat and rampage. If you can get beat and rampage out in this area, you're in a good spot. You don't want to be taking this fight like up here where all of a sudden you have to start staggering in. Here's a good spot. This is a good spot for it. Oh, before he gets low, there's the rampage, there's the beat. Okay, you accept that this fight is lost. You die on the cart. Everyone dies. Die on cart. Good job. Good job, Seoul. Clean, clean, clean. All right, so now the cart moves a long way, and now you get a pretty good fight up here. They didn't get much ult charge. Oh, they have a rally and blade. Oh, man, this might be a colossal fumble by the Dynasty.
I need you, Gracie.
I know, Bo. I'm just as upset as you are.
Robot needs exfil. Let's stick with
I think you take this fight slow. I think you have to take this fight slow. Don't force it. You realize you don't have the advantage. You wait for Prophet Rally. You have to hope that you can get to ultimates. Just play it slow. All right, Soul's playing this right. Vindame's getting close to the blade. There's the rally. Blade's coming soon. Oh my god, it's so close to ults. Vindame beat. Oh my god. Now Prophet needs to get the rally. Oh my god, who has used in it? Oh, the rally. Holy shit. All right, I think Soul lived. They weathered the storm. Boy dead. This ends now. Yeah, exactly what he said. Get him, Fitz. Woo. Dude, you gotta give big props to Seoul there. They literally could not have played that macro better. Like, that was perfect macro. How many teams have we seen, Houston Outlaws, fumble the bag in terms of macro playing push? Like, I feel like so many people have fucked up. That was perfect. Take the fight here. Get a bunch of ults out. Understanding that you don't have ultimates, playing it slow. They knew that they could give them all this room to get their ultimates up, and then they live long enough just to get the ultimates. That was really well played by Seoul. And Shanghai, you know, that was honestly a pretty good attempt. They had no right winning this fight on the bridge, but somehow they pulled it out. Nice, nice. Seoul's macro has been real good for pretty much all of the season, yeah. All right, we go over to Busan. I heard there's a pretty crazy C9 on this map, so let's look out for that one. What pub do we want to get? What pub do we want to get? You know what? Let's get some Lee Jae-gon pub. Ooh, oh, Fiji gun. I'm surprised he held amp for that long. Oh, that was a bad amp in the end after that. Yeah, that wasn't a great amp. Oop. Oh, Lip gets profit off the rip. Dude, I hope at some point we can get a first death statistic. When we get back to Overwatch 2, and hopefully the game is good and we have more money and everything is just cooler, I hope we can get a first death count. Because I think this meta might be one of the most important metas for first death. Because Prophet is up there in this match. And I think it's a continuous problem. Not all of it's his fault, right? Like, Lip just fucking murdered him. But Prophet has died a lot. Oh, score. Thank you. 2-2. Brig is so hard. Yeah, it's not just problem. Like, Brig is so easy to die. Like, in this. Ooh, Lip just got rolled. Nice play by Soul. That was a good fight win. Brig is also the main target. Yeah, Brig's the most isolatable target in this meta. Everything else is very hard to kill. And that's what made the best Brigs good, right? Like, how many times have you seen Izayaki die first in this match? I can't even remember one off my rip. It's the same thing about Fielder, right? That's what made Fielder so good, is he just never got punished. Good dagger. Forces the Lee J gone beat. That's an early beat. It's better for, that's a better fight for Profit, because then Izayaki has to match the rally. So all of a sudden, Shanghai's used both of their defensive ults, and Sork is still holding onto this blade. Is he gonna pull it? All right, beat blade. Yeah, nice play. That's just, once again, clean play by Soul, understanding the flowchart Overwatch. Shanghai getting a little out of sorts with their ultimates.
Come on, mate. Try to keep up.
Tide's another Brig to highlight for survivability. Yeah, absolutely. Spin's like an especially macro based. Yeah, any form of goats, jotes, and that kind of stuff is very macro orientated. Like the micros of that aren't as important. Oh, how does you get no value out of this blade? One sec, we're gonna go have a look at this. Because he needs to really, they don't have defense. I think he goes too early. I think he goes too early and too alone. Like, he sort of just jumped in. He actually played that pretty well, but he just didn't have any help. Maybe it would have been better, like, could you have gone into this fight, have Lip pop overclock first, force positioning, force abilities, and then who are you blade, right? Like, Lip, if Lip used that as well, that it might have prompted something from them. But, like, look at how alone who are you is when he goes to this aggressive dash. Like, he almost got Fitz. If he kills Fitz there, he gets dash resets, and he might have been fine, but yeah, I don't know why they're holding on to this overclock. Nice, Smurf Rampage. Oh, Vindame. That was a little bit of an in. I think that was a disconnect by the Seoul Dynasty. I think they were gonna go early, like Smurf is gonna go early, and Vindame's there, and then like they just don't get anyone. Oh, Vindame gets hit by the dagger on the retreat. Yeah. Oh no. Oh god, no. Shanghai, please, no. Shanghai, the point. It's at 97%. All right, we're good.
This ends now.
Oh, good Rampage. Gets Lip. Void gets... Stalker Blade. Oh, no, they cap this. That was a good contest by Vindam. All right, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. That was scary. I know there's a CR9 on this map, and that one looked like to be a tragic one. What's your opinion on Violet Lucio? I feel he's improved a metric fuck ton. Even at the end of last season, the concept of Violet Lucio sent shivers down the spines of fans and casters alike. No one ever doubted Violet's ability to play Overwatch and his skill. The biggest issue for Violet Lucio was that he just obviously had not played it enough. Like, it takes a whole... As someone who also had to pick up Lucio and get it to a good level, Overwatch League level, in a short amount of time, it's fucking hard because there's so many little things that you gotta do well, and they're hard to sort of thing. Violet's done a great job of catching up to that, right? Okay, that was a bit of a roll. I don't really agree with that by Seoul. That was not a good attempt. They just tried to rush to the point. It's like a free fight win, and it's too easy of a free fight win, right? They stagger Fitz out a little bit. Because now they have Beat, they have Blade, they have Rampage coming up. Like, you generally want to take at least somewhat of a competitive fight. Also, thoughts on Finn only picking up Brig this stage. He'd never touched a hero before, but that's most flex supports hadn't picked up Brig. Yeah, as a flex support, you probably should have played at least some Brig. He's done a better job of improving, but he definitely was a little sussy at times. Oh, yeah. It was Soul who C9'd. That Stalker, that was 100% on you, bro. We need to talk about this. That was... he literally went to jump onto it and then was like, nah. Look at this. He thought he touched? No, there's no way he thought he touched. That's not how the points work at all. Alright. Let's get some Smurf up. There's one that's even worse in this match. Oh, God. Oh, Fitz just gets rolled. Oh, God. That was a good axe. But too oppressive. Lip killing everyone. Might be another series? Alright, that's good. I'm not strong enough for multiple C9s in a match. Soul feels very disconnected right now. Okay, they're closing the distance now, though. Void is getting very low. Oh, Prophet. And that's just happened so much in this series where it feels like Prophet just... all of a sudden, Prophet just doesn't get the memo that he's out of position. Oh, wow. Are they going to win this fight? Lee J gone. Oh, he almost saved him. Time to go up the pipe, yeah. Okay. This is ambitious here from the Shanghai Dragons, but I kind of love it. Oh, the rally. They're crazy. Oh my God, that was so good. Holy shit. It seemed like a throw. Wait, was it a throw? Actually, even if it doesn't work at this... oh! Oh my God, I'm getting anxiety just watching this. All right, this is going somewhat well. How close is Prophet? So far away from his rally. Honestly, if that was actually planned under the back that they knew they had killed Prophet multiple times... if that was their assumption of we win this fight because Prophet has died so much that he doesn't have rally, that was Giga Brain. I don't know if it was thought that deeply or rather that we need this to stay alive, but that was a crazy hold by the Shanghai Dragons. All right, so they got the rally now. Ooh. Okay, so they're just gonna rush the point. They're gonna wait the rally out. Yeah, I think you just... okay, Blade. Shanghai don't have any ultimates to deal with this. Good pack. Yeah, I think Shanghai just loses this, right? Just murders Vindame out of nowhere? How much shit health did Prophet just have there? Because he's got rally. Does he get the double shout bug there as well? No, just the shout and the rally. Just so much health right there. I'm like, I was looking at it from who I use perspective. I'm like, dude, there is no chance he can get through that much health of Prophet. All right, Smurf, this rampage needs to be nuts. Oh, Lip can't keep getting away with this. Okay, Fitz, go crazy. Ooh, it's not bad. Smurf, oh, that was a good ult by Smurf. It's into the rally. They just don't have enough damage. And Lip is a problem. Did he just accidentally hit Vindame with that? Oh, the Smurf Doomfist. Dude, Prophet is just straight up not having a good time on this map. Prophet just got sent to the fucking nether realm. Alright, well. Circa Royale to close it out.
Ready for battle.
Hanbin clutches that. Honestly, I can't even disagree with you. Alright, so we got a spawn camp here coming from Shanghai. So Shanghai TP. Oh, yo. Shanghai TP into the room and then lip switches Bastion. Get him, Lip. I didn't do anything.
We're in this together. All of us. Railgun charge.
4-2 doesn't do Soul justice? I don't know about that. 4-2 is a very close series. And this has been very back and forth. Alright, not a bad hold from Soul first. Wow, Fitz kills Izzyaki on the way through. Actually might be a big deal. That's a late death for Izzy.
Come on, mate. Try to keep up.
Lip is crazy here. Okay, let's get some Lip pop then. Let's watch Lip put Seoul Dynasty in the ground.
Still charging up.
I feel like the two Soul got were pretty luck. I don't think they were luck, but I think here's the thing is I think the maps that Shanghai won were pretty convincing. Like they full held Midtown, they just won 2-0 on Busan, and they had the advantage for most of it. Like, well, I think the maps that Seoul won, like, yeah, it was by a hair, right? Like they won first map. Actually, it was a pretty good first map win, actually. But then they won Colosseo, which could have gone easily to Shanghai Dragons, right? Is Shanghai just camping the spawn right now? Oh, dude. Lip. Illegal. Who are they holding? Who's on cart? Briggs on cart? I think I like that. Oh, wow. Good disengage. Good beat to counter. Yeah, you're still pushing. You 100% take this trade if you're the you're the Dragons. Then you got Blade Overclock. I think you go early with the Overclock here. As soon as they, yeah. As soon as they hit anything, you go. Oh, God, Lip. Oh, Vindame, do not stand still. Is we going to get a blade from Who Are You? Oh. That was an important kill by Fitz. Izyaki's going to drop the rally. Beat comes out. Oh, okay. Soul should get a hold here. That was pretty well played by Soul. This map would have been dicey if they had lost that fight. This stage especially, Killer's been underperforming. He acknowledges, but it still hurts. Yeah, like, yeah, and you can't, you know, I know, like, I don't want to be too harsh to Kilo. There's been some people with some pretty heinous things to say to him and pretty, like, critical, or, like, people only blaming Kilo for the loss. Kilo's definitely not been living up to the expectations that we had for him. But, and as I said, he'll be the first one to tell you he's not playing as well as he needs to, or wants to, right? But that shit happens, and like at the end of the day, he needs to step up. Otherwise, a team like the San Francisco Shock will find someone else, right? Like, if you're not gonna, if you're a championship caliber roster and you're trying to win the championship and you're not able to perform, you don't get too many chances. Kilo's had plenty of chances this season. Void just outpaces on the rampage. You're not gonna get many chances outside of that before they just decide to sign someone else, right? Like, with the Houston Outlaws potentially trading a lot of their Korean players, there's rumors of Pelican wanting to lead the team, you know, after the whole Piggy situation. What stops the San Francisco Shock from signing Merit? Someone who's been better and more consistent than Kilo, and know he has synergy and has played with the rest of that roster already, right? Like, that's gotta be lingering in the back of your mind. Can rosters be changed up immediately? They can't be changed. Trades cannot happen anymore this season. When I'm talking about all this stuff, I'm talking next season, right? Like, Kilo will get his shot throughout the rest of this season. And that's sort of what I'm saying is, like, for his sake, and I hope so, I think he's a great player. He needs to show up better performances later in this season. Didn't Kilo used to bench merit? Yeah, they used to trade time on the on O2 Blast in Contenders last year. Okay, we need to get this rampage. Oh, never mind. Don't need to get this rampage out. But Shanghai is just really farming up their ults because that's the big deficit that they had right there. Jimmy the shot question mark? Yo. Why not play Heesang and put Proper on hit scan? He can do it. In my opinion, putting Proper on hit scan would feel really bad. Is because I don't think Proper, he can play hit scan, but is that his strength? I don't think so. They're better off getting a hit scan player and allowing Proper to pop off. It's kind of, I feel the same way about it with like Leave on hit scan, right? Like Leave can play hit scan, but it feels like you're robbing him of playing things that make him exceptional, which is like Genji Tracer. Smurf Rampage gets mitigated by the beat. Lips just holding on to this one. That was Blade as well. That was Rampage and Blade. I don't like fights where you're dropping Rampage and Blade, especially if they're going to drop the beat, right? Like this gets so hard to fight now because you don't have any of those like team fight winning ultimates. And now they can just who are you, Blade, rally, and you got to drop the beat. But it's not going to give you enough sustainability, right? Like, so what's going to happen? Lip's going to pop overclock. They're going to go aggressive. Mid name's going to beat. And then who I use is going to get the world's freest Blade on the back of the rally after that. So Soul are going to need some big plays from Fitz on this overclock to really get the difference.
This ends now.
Oh, they're going to go first? Surprised we haven't seen an Izayaki rally. Like, oh my god.
Railgun powered and ready to fight.
Ooh. Yeah, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for a Void Rampage? This is going to be so hard for them to win. There's the beat. Oh, they're running down Izayaki. They got him eventually, but it cost them too much probably. Oh, there's the Rampage. Good night. Izayaki only rallies when they're down a player. Only in disadvantageous situations will he rally. Let's see what Fitz does on the start of this, because we've seen a lot of different things from a lot of different teams. We do not have the patch notes for next stage. There is a leak on Reddit of potential patch notes if you want to have a look at those, but they are non-confirmed. Oh, Izayaki. Oh, wow. That was an overstep and a half by Fitz. Is this the second coming of Goats? Yes. This was the most Goats-like thing we've had since Goats. Just a ridiculously high sustained composition that's very ult-dependent. Give me a Mercy Diva meta. Mercy is just worse in Overwatch 2 because your Mercy just doesn't offer as much other than enabling another player, right? So I don't think it's not that there won't be a Mercy meta. I just think it's unlikely, especially in the current state of the game, where it feels like sustain and grouping, like rush or dive, is better than like poke. And it's played every map, yeah. Well, it won't be. This is the Junker Queen is taking a pretty massive nerf, and she is supposed to be the integral piece of this meta. And Jotes, so hopefully with the nerfs of Junker Queen, we'll see something different. Oh, Fitz gets Liege going. Big first pick. June Joust was also very Goats. That was more of like it was kind of ish of like playing as a 5-man unit with like the Moira, like crazy amount of healing. Heesang a merit to Dallas. I would be surprised if Heesang didn't go to Shock, because Shock have first dibs because O2 Blast is their academy team. Oh, Void is getting low. Good beat. Both beats. Blade comes out from both sides. I don't know who's winning. Right now, it is very even. Oh, he almost got that hit. Oh, whoa. Prophet has no chill. Oh, and then he never gets... You have to wonder if that was a bit of a troll there from Prophet. Replay viewer survived the double beat. That's true, actually. I didn't even think about that. Okay, we could have died there. That would have been awful. Oh, okay. So this is looking a little spicy right now. They have no ultimates. They have the rally. Shanghai probably shouldn't lose this fight. Yeah. All right. So Smurf Rampage is going to have to be the thing that gets them across the line here. Another pretender. Who's the most flexible player in your opinion? Either Prophet. Honestly, it might not even be Prophet anymore. It's probably either Proper or Leave. Because they can both play hit scan as well. When do we get access to the replay viewer? Probably not this year. Probably next year. It'll be fixed. This replay viewer is definitely duct taped together. For Overwatch 2. Okay, pretty good Rampage. Not great Rampage. That's a much better Rampage there from Smurf. Oh, yeah. Pretty dominant hold here from Shanghai Dragons to win it all.
Victory.
Shanghai Dragons closing it out 4-2. Shanghai Dragons are just the better team. As I said, Seoul played them close on a couple of maps, but when Shanghai won a map, they won a map. So big props to Shanghai Dragons. They are definitely the best team in the East in the Jungle Queen meta. It's cool to see them back in a big way. Obviously, we were a little hesitant on them going into this stage because they haven't really been good all season in comparison to where their team should be with the level of roster. But obviously, they had a bunch of issues with players being in Shanghai with all the COVID lockdowns that was happening there. So it feels like they're finally in full strength. So excited to see more of that. Seoul Dynasty still looking good. They are the number 1 and 2 in APAC right now. We'll probably be watching a West VOD over in the next couple of days. I don't know exactly which one just yet because we don't really want to watch the grand finals because that was not close. But let me know what you guys think below. Who do you guys think would win between the Shanghai Dragons and the Dallas Fuel in the Jotes matchup? Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more Overwatch League action. I should hopefully be adding more Overwatch 2 gameplay and fun stuff when October 4th hits. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much. Love you all. And I'll see you guys next time.